Start streaming. Okay. So, what you'll do on Friday is the link won't just be on the web page. I'll have to write it on the board. So I'm actually going to simulate that. This is that. So I will type in classroom.github.com/a/ and what am I going to type in? A1JPT00F. A1JPT00F. Okay, and I think you will have to type that. And that's why we've done monkey type a few times, right? You're going to have to type in 6 specific characters. Okay, here's my practice exam. You've seen this before. I will grab this. I will download the zip. You know how some people call Portland Rip City? I think we should call this class Zip City. I thought that'd be fun. Okay. Opening this. I don't really remember how to open it, but I think we do this. Okay. Looks like I already downloaded this once. That's okay. I'm going to try and open this with VS Code. Okay, that looks pretty good. First thing to do is open instructions. I'm going to open this with, I don't know, how do you open these? Yeah, I'm just going to do this. There we go. Okay. Looks good. Okay. I don't want to cheat either because I already know the instructions. So how would I do this if I were actually doing this in real life? Okay, so first thing I do is I pulled up the starting template on one side and I pulled up the instructions on the other side, and I'm just going to go through this and take a look at it. Okay, there's 3 milestones. You will get there will be 1 extra paragraph on the actual midterm. That's a secret until you see it, but I think you'll like it. Okay, this project will involve working with Wordle graphics, same as the actual midterm. I'm assuming your familiarity with that, but I'm still providing you the reference materials. This project is based on, the actual midterm is based on something as well. I'll only update this. I'm guessing that's supposed to say magic. Okay, so this appears to be the same template. Okay. Magic.py. Okay, I'm going to run this and verify that it runs correctly. Okay, nothing happens. Very good. Okay, what is a magic square? Okay. What are we doing here? Here is an example. I need a 25-letter palindrome that may be read vertically or horizontally. Okay, so if I read Sator horizontally, I will read Sator vertically. And then separately I can read Sator backwards and Sator backwards along the vertical axes. Okay, and that's what this says, so I can check my understanding here. I'm going to be typing in words that form magic squares and coloring the squares appropriately based on these rules. So I should give the example of guessing smart. So smart doesn't do anything right now. You are allowed to use your Wordle.py code on this, so you can copy code over. I'm going to write everything again right now. Okay, so the first thing I have to do with smart is I have to check if it is a word and if also its reverse is a valid word. So I can probably go ahead and start working on that right now. And I can also look at the milestones and say, oh, that's the initial milestone. So let's go ahead and do that. You can go back and forth. You can read all of the instructions before you start. I don't think there's any surprises. I have designed exams with surprises at the end. There's enough instructions here. I'm not expecting you to read all of it before you start. Okay, so this task updates the enter action function and optimally implements the row word and row color functions. The provided magic.py allows typing in a guess but does nothing. Add code to enter action such that if the entered word and its reversal are in 5s, then show message first try. Okay. If word in 5s and word reverse in 5s, show, it's gw.show message.
Yeah.
plus 1. Okay. Set every square in the word to correct color. Okay, that's the row color function, so I'm going to write that. And so that's for I in range. There's n columns. Does that sound correct? GW.set square color. And I'm going to set, I don't remember if color is rows by columns or columns by rows. I think I can actually test the code faster than I can look at the solution, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to set square color in row n, column I, to color C. And I think I'm not going to return anything there. Okay. Row color. Okay, I don't know my current row, so what I should also do is I should say row equals gw.get current row. And I want to color the row color of row in C. And I think that's, yes, that's row n in C. Okay. I haven't also found word, so what I'm going to want to do is I'm going to say word equals row word of row. Now I'm going to write row word. Let's see, what is this? It's going to be very close to this, right? I'm going to create an empty string. Oh, sorry, that was awful. Going to create an empty string, and I'm just going to add letters onto it. I think I want to get letter, or get square letter, perfect. Wow, that destroyed my mental. Okay. I'm going to return the S I create. Does my voice actually sound that bad?
Not really.
Okay. We're going to blame the microphone, right? I have a beautiful voice. I was practicing my death growl on the drive down here. I was like, oh, it was a lot of fun. Oh my gosh, that hurt. Never be like me. Okay. I don't know if this works or not. You know, at this point in time, we should probably test it. C is not defined. Okay. Oh, hey! Oh, I did print something. Oh, that's cool. Look. So row word works. So whatever this means is that I got the N and the I in the correct orientation, right? What happens if I set a silly goose angle, right? You only get the S, right? So that's how you can tell. Okay. Oh, sorry, was that a question? Oh, quack? Okay.
Doing something and did something weird.
Yell at me if I'm doing something that doesn't make sense. Okay.
My computer's doing something that doesn't make sense.
Classic computers. I'm only doing this for the initial row, so that's row equals 0. And this is going off the screen. I'm sorry. Let's do another example. I guessed Sator, which is valid. Let's guess an invalid word, a repo. A repo is banned. And I think I also have to change these back. N-I. Okay. What are we doing here? Row color. Okay, this just has to be, I think it's correct color. Did I make that up? It says correct color right here. Okay, so I'm going to believe that. Sator. Cool. Let's run it again. A repo. Not allowed. I'm getting the word, but I'm not getting the coloration. Because what I should actually be doing is I should have a second check. If I'm in the row, I'm going to check to see if the word is valid. If it is, we +1 and we color. Otherwise, we -1. Cringe. Row, color, row, missing color? Yeah, missing color. Anticipated source of confusion. I have no idea how to communicate effectively that missing color is the name of a variable that is defined in Wordle graphics. I just don't know how to do that. I'm counting on this not being confusing to you because you've done Wordle. But here's a mistake that I made that I expect you to make at least once. And it's usually not a mistake that matters, but it might freak you out because it's on a midterm, right? So don't get freaked out by this. If you put quotes around missing color, it's a disaster, okay? What's going on here? Row 0, okay. A repo. Disaster, right? Don't freak out, okay? If you can't remember how it works, just make it pink. No one will judge you. That's totally fine, right? I feel like I'm calling pink cringe, that's not what I mean. That's not my intent, right? Or just type in missing color. Okay. I feel good about all of that. Does anyone want to stop me for any questions right now? Okay. This is not done. What is not done? Advance to the next row. Okay, so if we're cringe, we're not doing anything else. If we aren't cringe, we want to set current row to row plus 1, probably. And then probably return. I don't think you have to put these returns here. I'm putting them here so I don't have to think. If you write complete if statements and you don't leave out any cases, you'll be fine. I'm returning as soon as I'm done so I don't have to think. This is a sort of cost-saving measure I have. If you leave out the returns, the most likely thing to happen is 2 different rows worth of things that are supposed to happen will both happen. That's the most likely thing. Let's check this out. Let's do Sator, a repo. I can now type on the second row. That's good. Let's do a repo. That's not a word, which means I stay on the same row, and I can do this stuff. Homer. I don't know. Who's any Latin, right? I'm doing the Latin words. Use Latin words or English words or whatever you want. I don't care. Okay. I think that's all of milestone 1. Once your magic.py can assess guessed words in this manner, begin milestone 1. Okay, that seems pretty convincing. Okay. Milestone 1. This is the juicy milestone, 80 points. How did I get to 80? I'm doing 10 points per function. This had 2 functions in it, row word and row color. On the next one, I think you have to do word row, call colors. I don't know. It made sense to me. Okay. In this row, words must be what? Okay, so first of all, we're in row 1. If, let's see, be the reverse of a valid word, but not necessarily a word themselves. Okay. If word in 5s. Then what am I going to do? I'm going to see if they're both a word, and I'm going to color in correct color. If word in 5s, I'm going to do this, probably. How do you do multi-cursor? Alt-Shift? Okay. I suspect that's what's... There's probably even a return here. I don't know for sure. Okay. If both are a word and the reverse of a word, color in correct color. Otherwise, color in present color. Okay. Else. Row, color, row, present color. Oh, we're not done yet. Okay, we have to do another check. Form in the initial column the first 2 letters of the initial guess. Okay, that's non-trivial. I'm going to make some comments to keep track of things to me. So I'm going to check columns. What am I going to do with the columns? At this point in time, I know what I'm doing. I don't think it's entirely clear here, so I'm going to go back to the initial instructions, okay? What is a magic square? Okay. For example, our first guess is smart, a valid word for which the reverse trams is also valid, and progress to the next row. In this row, the word must begin with M, the letter after S in smart. Okay, so I need to check that the first letter of word is the same as the second, or no, the index 1 letter in the first row. Usually I would get that by, well, I guess I think I can say that's equal to gw.get get square letter 0, 1. Is that right? N is the row, I is the column. I think that's fine. This is the good case. Let's see. The word must end in, okay, and I have to do the same thing with the other letter. So this is also, I'm gonna embiggen end word 4 equals gw dot get square letter 0, 3, because it's I would do this on my note paper or an MS Paint. I'm going to do it on the board. I need this letter to be the same as this letter, and I need this letter to be the same as that letter. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 0, 1. So I think I need 0, 1 to be equal to 1, 0, and I think I need 0, 3 to be equal to 1, 4. This is the midterm. You have to be able to do this. That's why it's on there. Okay. If you implement column word, perhaps this is easier. I didn't implement column word. Maybe I will later. This is the good case. I think. This code is not tested. Okay, so that's the good case, and then we want to +1, set current row, return. What do I want to do otherwise? You know, I want to test this. Expected and intended block after an else statement, return. Sator, a repo. Okay, that's fine. Let's try something that isn't fine. Sator, rotos. Okay. Why is that doing something? Oh, I think it's just because I'm returning. So I'm returning here. So what I need to do is, oh, I can probably check. I think I didn't go to the next row. So in fact, that is kind of doing what it's supposed to do. It's coloring things incorrectly, though. So actually, I should not be coloring things until I get to here. And I should be coloring things based on this value. Here's a leap of insight. You're going to love this one. There's an easy way and hard way to do this. I expect you to naturally find the hard way. I'm going to show you the easy way. The easy way is you create a variable. I might need to color the column later, or color the row later, but I don't know which color. gw.set row color. No, set. Is it set? No. Oh, it's row color. I wrote something called row color. Did I make that up? Row color. I think that's fine. Does that look fine? This color refers to that color. The thing I expect you to have to do is write this if statement again in here, which is fine. It doesn't matter. but I'm determining what color I'm going to color the row if everything works well and then doing it. Okay. Otherwise, I'm going to color the columns. It is completely unbelievable to me none of you had questions about that, but I'm going to keep going. Okay. All right. If the word does not equal the set square letter, then what is wrong? Well, I need to color a column in missing color. So, let's check these again. So if these aren't equal, I am going to, now I want to color an entire column. So I'm going to write column color now. And it's going to be the same as row color, except for one thing. I just changed whether I'm, for my eye. Previously, I was going across the rows. Now I'm going down the columns. That's all. Call color. This is column 0, missing color. If call color 0, missing color. GW.showMessage. Your calls are cooked.
Do you want your second if statement to be not equal to, or?
Yes, I do. Thank you. Very good catch. There's one other thing I wanted to check. I don't think you have to say anything here. Oh, we have to say if the word is not in fives. Okay, so this is singular, right? That's the wrong color. Show message, not a word. Okay. What did I type? Okay, return. Sator, repo, allowed. Sator, opera, not a word, because a repo backwards is not a word. Sator, tenant, that's not allowed. I would have expected this to not be allowed as well.
That's because your column's incorrect. You have it set at 0, it should be 4.
Here?
No, on the next line.
Next line. Thank you. Oh gosh, where's the graphics window? Okay. Sator, tenant. Okay. This has to be SA. This has to be RO. Both of them are wrong. We color them missing. By the way, I can fix this. Okay. That looks bad. Right? Which means, when I guess correctly, I should do something differently, which is, I should also row color 0 in correct color. And then I should do all of the remaining rows for I in range 3 to 7, 6, I don't know, and rows. Row color I think it's unknown color. Okay. Sator, tenant, band, fix it, a repo, everything's fixed. Is there anything else I should check? It's hard to check more than this with the Latin dictionary. params. Oh, what are the things that do and don't work? So miler doesn't work, I think. Not a word. Smile, not a word. What's some radar? Radar is a word forward and backwards. R is allowed. SR is not. And I think the thing you're supposed to do here is rutum, which is the juniper, and so that works. And then I think I'm typing in the next column as well. That looks pretty okay to me. This is probably good enough to turn in. It's being timed, right? Does anything I did look terrible? Okay. We're like 70 lines. This is getting to be a pretty serious piece of code here, so we're fairly far along. Okay. Like, I don't know why I assumed you all knew either Arabic or Hebrew, but I just thought I'd put it in here. Does anyone know either Arabic or Hebrew? I don't. I tried to learn both of them once, and I gave up instantly. Like, I had so little investment in learning that, which does not... Oh, this is extra credit! Aw, oh, that's so sweet. Okay, it just seems to me like if you can do those two things, you, like, definitely get an A on the midterm, right? That, like, is there anything that we did here, or is there anything I taught you in class that we didn't use here already? Like, this is everything we've done this term. Okay. But, you know, I love extra credit. Let's do the next row. Okay. Well, when the current row is the final row, check if the guessed word is a palindrome and a valid word. If word in fives and word... Two ways you can check this, but the way I would do this is word equals word. Word reversed equals word. Do you all understand that this is word reversed?
Why is it?
Because you start at the beginning, you go to the end, and you take one step backwards every time instead of one step forward. This is the same as if I do, I don't know, it's like 4 to 0. That doesn't seem right. No, I can't do tenant because that's the same forward and backwards. Calv. Okay. That's backwards. And I think maybe that's it. No, that's cutting the C off. That's just as bad. I don't actually know what you're supposed to put there to get everything. Oh, no, it's the 0 that's wrong. Oh, this is so terrible. I don't actually know what to put in here.
I deleted the 5 in the first.
I deleted the 5? Oh. What's this do? Oh, that's not bad. What am I supposed to put here? It's not 0.
I believe you had it.
I had it?
But without the number.
Yeah, but what number do I put there?
5? Nothing.
But surely that's not
There's got to be something you can put there.
1? No.
It's not 1, it's not 0, and it's not -1. This language is trash.
It's nothing. We should just go through all the numbers.
I think we've gone through all that.
Yeah, we didn't try any of the ones we didn't think it would be.
I don't think it could be any of those.
Yeah.
Right? Don't do this while you're on the midterm. This is just me unraveling.
Too much curiosity for one
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
You have to put in -6. See, that makes perfect
That's
sense.
what I was saying. Like,
Why did I not assume it was -6?
Yeah,
That's,
I'm feeling the same thing.
that should have gone.
Perfect. It's obvious now that you think about it, because the C is not the C. Is more than 4 letters from the end of the word, so anything greater than 5 should be fine. Wow, that's horrible. Okay.
That's easier.
Right? Yes, think less. Every time someone thinks, it causes problems. Okay, check the initial two letters of the word to ensure they are the same as the first two letters of the second column, center column. Yeah, we can do that. We're clever enough. Okay, so word 0 equals GW dot get square. No. Square letter. 02. And word 1 equals GW dot get square letter 1 2. Of course. Who would ever confuse single and double equals? Certainly not I. This is the win case. Else, these are the lose cases. This is call color to missing color. Wrong letters, nerd. Okay. And then this is row color to correct color. Okay. This is the case we guess a word and it may or may not be correct with the vertical and horizontal. Otherwise, row color to missing color. Not palindrome. Is this good enough to test? Let's test some random stuff. Oh, invalid syntax. What do I do? Ah, it's fine. Okay. Sator. Oh, whoa. I switched to English. Not to where I have a plan. Return. Here, you gotta say it. How's it? Return. Okay. Sator. A repo. Okay, what are things we can guess? So we can guess Rotos. That's wrong. We can guess Opera. That's wrong. We can guess Sator again. Wrong. We can guess a repo. Wrong. We can guess tenant. And that's not really what we wanted to see, because we wanted to see the rest of the screen be populated. I think to get this, there's a reason to go back to English here, which is, do I have an English example? It's the English example. Drail, Reldi, Alula. None of those are words. Okay. Drail, which is, oh yeah, that's drag plus trail, right? Obviously a word. What is going on? And it's the reverse is layered, which is also not a word. Okay. Reldi. I literally just went in the dictionary and like started querying it for words I could put in. Reldi, of course, idler backwards. We use this word all of the time. Okay. So what are some things we can put in here? So I can try radar. Radar is a palindrome, but it has the wrong letters, nerd, right? And who wants to try something else? Lived is reversible, not allowed. I think those are the only two cases. We can put in not words. Sator, not an English word. There's perhaps something that is, I think in my case I just say not palindrome whether it's a word or not. So this is a palindrome, but it's not a valid English palindrome.
Just invalid.
Yeah, it's cringe. And then I think if I put in Alula, there's a bunch of colors left that are not really my vibe, right? I would argue that this is harshing my mellow. Do we still say that? How's everyone's mellow today? Okay. So that looks pretty good. I think the only thing that's bad is my win condition. So what I'm actually going to do is a bunch more of these. I'm not going to recolor row 1, am I? Because I have to check to see what color it should be. I'm going to do the number of rows, but I'm going to loop over the columns because I only want to color the first 5. Row, color, I, correct color. Show message. That's a W. Sador, nope. No, it's not trams, right? It's something extremely... Drail, yes, of course. Reldy.
I don't think Reldy's a word.
It's not, but idler is.
Yeah, alright, yeah.
You only have to be a word backwards in this row.
Oh,
Okay.
what even, why is this game?
Because the rest of them are words except for Reldy.
In point of fact, there are no known satisfying English or Latin magic squares that
Oh.
contain only valid words. The historical Latin square, a repo, which is the word in the second column, is probably not a word in Latin. It occurs nowhere else in any Latin lexicon. So it might be a made-up word to make the square work, and it's just opera backwards. No one knows what it means. There's not a widely agreed upon definition. So we say it's someone's name, and we say, I named my dog Reldy. That's a word in English. Boom! That's a W. Wait, that's not what I want at all. What else do we have to do? Someone was lazy and didn't... did I write word row yet? We're about to find out. Word row 3 is row word 1 backwards. Does that make sense? I need this word to flippy around and go here. Did that? Drail. Oh man, it hurts to type it in. It's so bad. Okay. I promise the actual midterm is like slightly less unhinged. I gave you the more unhinged one for the practice. This looks better, right? Yeah, this just didn't happen at all. I wonder why that is. Ooh, no one wrote this. Ooh, that's brutal. Set square letter. Not returning anything. Presumably the letter's the last argument. Word I. Invalid syntax. I did not write import. Someone wrote import on my computer while I wasn't looking. Was it VS Code?
Yeah,
Did you all see VS Code fiddling with my code?
I did. Very, very creative.
No. Drail. Reldy. Alula. Oh! Oh, idler's a word. Word detected. Do you all see how that's a word? Yes, that is correct. So I only need one more of these then. 4, 0. Drail. Reldy. Alula. None of those are words in English, but other than that, they're...
One who lies.
One who lies? Liard?
It's actually it's a small coin formerly used in France.
and Belgium.
What?
Yeah.
That's not English. That's French.
Actually, it's historical English, because if you go back far enough, there weren't separate Englishes and Frenches.
Yeah.
It was all just vulgar Latin. Speaking of Latin, I have less of a negative reaction to how scary this looks. Sator, a repo,
The repo sounds like a Latin.
tenant, rotas. So, this is for extra credit, right? But you're not supposed to change the color of the row if it's kind of like a little bit wrong, right? It's not all the way wrong, right? We're just agreeing to not notice that one of them isn't a word in one direction, right? Speaking of one direction, never mind. I don't have anything for that.
Never mind.
Yeah. Is One Direction the same or different things than Maroon 5? That's what I never figured out, right? We had our top scientists on it. They were in the lab. They were like mixing things up, whatever you do in labs. Is anyone a real scientist in here?
What is that?
Have you taken chemistry?
Yeah, oh, not chemistry,
Physics?
biology.
Oh yeah, no, that's a life science.
The only real
Yeah, that's-
science.
Yeah. I think I give chemistry like an A minus, physics an A, and then everyone else gets an F. Don't tell environmental science I said that.
I agree.
That hurts my feelings. That hurts my
I
feelings.
tell environmental and
I think
I'm like,
so. For me, it's when I say biology is not a science, that's a compliment. And when I say like computer science is not a science, that's like derogatory,
it's just
right?
computer.
Yeah. What were we doing? I don't know if I'm actually helping you get ready for the midterm at all here. So we're actually going to start in row 2. We are also going to row color 0, correct color. But for row 2, if row word 2 in 5s, then we correct color it. And then else we row color 1. What it's like present color. Sator, a repo, tenant. Okay, that didn't work at all. What'd I do wrong?
You colored over it afterwards with your image color thing.
I checked the wrong word. Okay, no, just kidding. None of us will ever notice that on the midterm. What do you do here? You print row word 2. That's how you check, right? Sator, a repo, tenant. You're like, wow, that's weird. A repo's not a word. And it's like, oh, it checked tenant. Okay. The other hint is that this was a 2 and those were both 1s. Okay. Parish. Return. Sator. A repo. Tenant. Okay. We're not actually testing everything. We have to do some things wrong. What did I type? Okay. Sator. A repo. Opera. Rotas. Tenant. Okay. We have to do the English test to check the columns. Oh, my hips were tight. Is everyone loose? Do you need to do this? Okay. Drail. Reldi. Alula. Nope. We're gonna guess other stuff. Radar. Is a palindrome, but it has the wrong letters, nerd. It's not polite to call people nerds. Bestie. I kind of said friend, right? Drail. Reldi. Who wants... What should I type in here? And want to try anything and see what happens? We'll do radar, and we'll do... Fired. Not a palindrome.
Liar.
Liard? Cats.
Why is it not coming?
Sorry, what was your question?
Wait, no, never mind. I know why.
You do know why.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well done. Ooh! Oh, disgusting. Ugh. That's the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. 5. Unknown color. Ah, no. Pink. Drail, Reldy, Radar, Laird, Fired, Cats, Alula. Boom! And that's the midterm. I don't know how different this is from the solution I gave you.
A little different.
I didn't implement... How does... Here's the real difference. In the solution I gave you, I was trying to be like a good programmer, so I wrote column word. I just didn't use it. So this is just like sad and dejected. But if you write column word, you don't have to write any of this garbage. So how closely can I line these up? And you'll see some of my sequencing is in different orders, right? But I think the logic is quite similar. So here's call word. Maybe you'd rather write things this way than that way. I don't know what you want to do. Like, you're your own person. I respect you. So make your own choices. Sure hope I'm not talking about personal financial data with anyone on here.
Couldn't have an early credit card.
It'd be someone else's credit card, which is like not as fun. You like feel bad when it's someone else's. Really? Longer messages with Discord Nitro? I'm using a freemium. Yeah. Now I'm sad. I mean, I was sad before, but now I feel sad. Okay, that was a good one. That no one. Okay, you got it. Yeah. Okay. All right. I come up here and I just like say bangers and none of you react. Like, my content is so good. I got like a bunch of retweets yesterday. It was fun. Or no, they were on the other website, Rebleets. Okay. That's all I got. Anyone want to ask me any questions? You have 8 minutes left. I will do whatever you want. Within reason. What is the... sorry, I have to find it. I'm going to find a meme while we're talking. It's Silly Goose meme. Credit card. Yes, this thing. Silly duck name. The 3 wacky numbers on the back gets me every time.
Sometimes they're on the front.
I don't think the CV should ever be on the front. That's a terrible idea.
Yeah.
For me, the credit card number's on the back.
Oh no,
That's
actually,
all- that-
there's all 3 of them are on the same side.
Yeah, they're all on the same side, right? Which makes it seem like that's the front, right?
Yeah.
We
What
got
is
the
that?
CVV on the front.
It's the front. It's the back, because if they take a picture of the front, then you don't lose anything.
Yeah,
But then if they get a picture of the back, they get all of it.
yeah.
That's another issue.
Yeah, but it's the back.
It's on the back.
Who's gonna look at the back?
Who's gonna look at the back? That's like seeing the dark side of the moon. No one's ever seen it. No one's ever been. It might not be real. Maybe the moon's hollow.
I thought that Pink Floyd saw it and it was great.
No, I think they got stoned and thought they saw it. Which, maybe they get credit for that. I don't know.
People can say they've done whatever they want.
Yes, but we don't have to believe them. These are fun. Silly goose on board. The devil shivers when a goose gets too silly. Let's close it. Let's not look at memes in class.
My mom got me a bumper sticker a really long time ago before I even knew how to drive or anything that said honking you're a silly goose.
That's so based. That's you have it, yeah.
It's not on my car. But
No.
Uber sleigh. Yeah, Right, I want to show one other thing. Correct color. Yeah, I think you can just change these to colors you want. And I always use green. Real? Yellow. Tello? Tello, baby, you call it. I can't hear a thing. Okay. And then missing color. I like red for missing color. I never liked gray for it. So again, I had this like very strange experience with Wordle where someone was like, you should implement Wordle in Python. And I used green, yellow, red because I had no idea, I had no memory of what Wordle looked like. And I was like, why does my computer look so angry at me? And then I played actual Wordle and it was like this soft, friendly gray. And I was like, is this easy mode?
You
Okay.
also should change from white. Sometimes you can go back to white.
Yeah, you think so? What should we change it to?
White. I think you use it. I don't know. I'm not so sure.
Apparently not.
You only
Didn't-
used it in the.
Wait, how did is this solution just wrong? We're running it, let's check.
Or you just figure out a way around it.
Yeah, I probably just never wrote to this column. What do I do? Tenant is against the law. Whoa, that does look angry.
And then see if it clears the column.
Opera.
Did you do it?
What? Oh, because I did Rotos first. Okay. A repo. Word not in dictionary. Tenant.
You did it wrong.
Uh-oh.
Your solved version's worse than your A class.
Uh-oh.
That's so bad.
That's awesome.
Well, anyways, so in your defense, I guess if you do something this bad, I have to give you an A+, because this is the solution. All right, I'm giving you 4 minutes back. Don't be loud when you leave. Have a nice day. Oh, no, last thing I wanted to say. If you want to stay in this classroom completing the exam for an extra 30 minutes, you can do that. I don't recommend it. No one who has ever stayed the extra 30 minutes has ever gotten a higher score. But, like, if you're just, like, not feeling great, you can stay, like, 5 or 10, because there's no class after this. But again, just, like, take the 0.5 point loss and leave. Like, it doesn't matter. Nothing matters.
Sometimes